Hi, this is Maggie Glenn, and this is my final video project. So today I'm going to be focusing on a scene from one of the first episodes of Game of Thrones. The scene has both Khaleesi, or Daenerys Targaryen, whichever you prefer, and Khal Drogo. Now, Khal Drogo has just taken Khaleesi as his wife. They've just gotten married, and they've ridden off into the sunset, which is very ironic because that is something that is romantic, and Khal Drogo is a barbarian. Not a lot of romance there. When Khal Drogo takes Khaleesi for the first time, they are on a beach, it is sunset, they're on these beautiful cliffs, the wind is blowing through her hair like a scene from a romance movie. Now, if you've seen the first season of the show, and for that matter, any of the show, you know that there isn't a lot of romance in the show and that this is a very odd place for what's about to happen. I have included a clip of the scene I'm talking about so you can get a good visual on that.
Do you know the common tongue? Is no the only word that you know?
No.
So rather than Khaleesi being taken by Khal Drogo in a barbaric way, like you would expect, she's taken in a romantic and subtle and beautiful scene. And to me, that doesn't sit quite right because you can see on her face the pain and the emotion she's feeling, but it's warped. And, you know, perhaps that was so that we could see as an audience that Khal Drogo, it doesn't matter where you are, she's his property. Well, I think since they don't cross the narrow sea, they don't go on boats, that's their whole shtick. I believe it should have been in perhaps a grassy plain or a desert area, or even in his tent. That seems more of a Khal Drogo, and perhaps, you know, if he wants to be outdoors, it would be that grassy plain, not inside the tent. Regardless, it seems odd to me that they chose such a beautiful and scenic location for something so vile. I think if there's one thing I could change about the way the characters were acting, or at least in this point Khal Drogo, I would have shown a little bit more of his harshness, because he does softly wipe away the tear and he says no. However, that's not the Dothraki way. In the wedding, there was murder, there was rape, there was all sorts of things. And so the fact that he is now raping Khaleesi, you know, taking her as his own, it seems a little too soft. Perhaps this was done to show that Khal Drogo does have a softer side. However, it still seems that they should have showed more of his anger and his barbaricness. Overall, this was a wonderful scene. It's a wonderful show. I have been watching all seasons. Overall, this was my reevaluation of this particular scene, things I thought I might change. However, either way, I think it's still definitely worth a watch. Thanks.